Okay, call the neighbors, wake the kids. We are about to start the program. Normally I've got the cool little music happening, but I can't play it right now because I've got two really important people on the other computer, which is the computer where I play the music. Maybe actually, Guess, could you hum maybe some kind of a song while we do the intro and get people ready? Could you do that?
Ready?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to do the Hercules theme song, actually. Thank you. That's my Hercules theme song.
I like that. Okay, so folks, while we're waiting for Facebook to catch up with us, and it takes them a minute, please check in. We'd like to know who you are, where you are deplorable from. Coming up, it's a special edition of the Rusty Humphries Rebellion, where we're going to talk to two folks, and they're awesome people. That's Kevin Sorbo there and Sam Sorbo. They have a brand new movie out, and we're going to talk with them in just a couple of seconds. Facebook is catching up. Check in. Join us. Give us thumbs up. Come. There you go. They're waving. Look how important they are. Look how. I mean, these are two big time celebrities. You know, the last big celebrity. The last big celebrity I had was Milo. You know, I mean, so we're really going big time now. You know Milo, don't you?
Yeah. Yes, love Milo.
Very awesome.
Milo rocks. And by the way, not only do we have the star of one of the biggest TV show in the history of the world, we have a woman I just found out maybe running for governor or something. So we're going to find out about that in a minute too. So
one way to get press.
Huh? Okay, so we're going to start in just a second. People are checking in. That's good. All right, you know what? Let's just get to work. You're probably already tired of just sitting there. All right, welcome, Sam Sorbo and Kevin Sorbo. How you doing? Welcome to the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Good to see you. How are you?
It's so cool to be here, and I love your man cave there.
Do you like this?
I do. I really do.
I know. I got to get your guys' picture up there somewhere. I got lots of, there's Sarah Palin and John Voight. You're up there. There's Charlie Sheen. I got to get a Kevin and Sam Sorbo.
We'll do a selfie right now and send it.
Oh, that would be good. We'll just get the camera and stuff. All right, if you would check it, there's a lot of folks here, and if you've got questions for Kevin and Sam Sorbo, they've got a brand new movie out, and we're going to talk with them in a second about this. Fernando checking in. Gail is from Maine. Fernando is from, he says, Go Friend Action Education Happy Entertainment Global.
All righty then.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. God bless America. Brian's there. Milwaukee is where Pamela is. Kathy's checking in from Lakes, Kansas. Robert in Texas. Lots of people checking in, and we'll get to you in a second. All right, let's just get started. I saw this great movie over the weekend. I got a chance to get kind of the sneak preview. And Sam and Kevin, not only do you star in the movie, but you directed it. And Sam, you star in it, and you wrote it. Is that right?
Yes, I co-wrote it. Yeah.
You co-wrote
it. It's a total family affair.
Yeah, and then your kids are in it, too.
Yes.
True.
First of all, Kevin, you are a real, excuse my language, you're a real bastard in the very beginning of the movie, aren't you?
Well, yeah, somebody has to be. There's got to be room for redemption. There's got to be room for growth. There's got to be room for salvation and hope and all those kind of positive things in life that we're missing right now in this beautiful country that we're trying to destroy, and we're trying to bring it back to really a good place.
Is it, okay, the movie is called Let There Be Light, and it's coming out, the 27th?
Friday, 27th, yes.
Okay. Now, a lot of, you were also in God Is Not Dead and a couple of other these family-oriented films, religious films. Are they getting too preachy, or is that a problem that you tried to make sure you didn't do in this movie?
Well, I think I'll let Sam answer that because she co-wrote the script, so I don't think it's too preachy at all.
Yeah, it's not about preaching. It's just about telling a good story with strong morals and virtue and uplifting elements that provide people with hope. This is a movie to make you want to laugh and to cry and to stand up and cheer. That's what this is. It's just good storytelling. Mm-hmm. So I agree that it used to be that faith-based films and Christian cinema was very preachy, but I think
the last 10 years it's changed quite a bit. If you look, you go back, I don't know when Blindside was made, but that you can call that a faith-based movie, and that thing made $600 million. Hollywood woke up Hollywood a little bit to realize, wow, there's a whole audience out there we're not paying attention to. But I think the independent world has exploded because Hollywood still doesn't really want to make these type of movies, so they want the big blockbusters, which is fine. And but there is an audience out there that wants movies that have a good message, that have character development, that people you can relate to, people you can identify with, and it's I'm grateful for this movie. I'm grateful for God's Not Dead, What If, Abel's Field, Avenging Angel. I've done a lot of these movies that have a faith element to it, but let's face it, every movie is a faith-based movie. It depends on what religion or non-religion they're trying to push down your throat.
Right. And you guys, you talk about Islam in here and the dangers that ISIS poses, correct?
Yeah, we touch on it briefly. Yeah, because there's a darkness that's pervading the world. There's a darkness that's coming across, and we want to push back the darkness. And there is one way to push back the darkness, and that's with the light.
Mm-hmm. Now, one of the cool you've got a cool. I don't think it would ruin it when you're showing the light. Will that ruin it, or should I not give that part away?
Don't give that part away.
Give that part away?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna. Okay, I won't do it. No, not the beginning part. The end part with the light.
I know, but it is the
same
end
thing. Okay. All right. I don't want to ruin the movie. I was just wondering if that was going to be something that you're going to try to do, because it seems like it's a leading up to thing.
Yeah, there is an app, and it'll be available as soon as the film launches, and it'll have a bunch of information on it and the songs from the film and stuff like that.
But as of right now, people can go to lettherebelightmovie.com. Lettherebelightmovie.com. Tons of information. Lets you know where this movie's showing. If it's not showing in your neighborhood, you need to get out to your local theaters, get out to your churches, you have to get pre-sales on tickets and tell them, look, we need to fill this movie theater up. We will do it for you. And trust me, the movie theater will bring the movie there.
And what people don't understand, and I'll bet you this is something you want folks to know, is, hey, it's great if you go the second or third week, but it doesn't really matter. You've got to have opening weekend box office, right?
Yeah, because I get stopped all the time. I used to get stopped because of Hercules, because of Andromeda. Now I get stopped because people want to see more movies like the ones we mentioned. And so I say, look, this is what we're going to do. Pardon for that. But, wow, good move, Sam. You could have looked over there.
Sudden gust of gravity. That happens to me all the time, too. Don't worry about it.
But, and so people tell me through airports all the time, they say, look, can you keep making movies of what you're doing? We want more of these. Well, this is more of these. But independent movies are only independent to a certain degree. We need your support.
And why is that opening weekend so important? Can you explain that from a business point of view?
Yeah, it shows confidence. It shows market confidence. So, I mean, the shift in the movies is so fast that if it doesn't go opening weekend, if it doesn't hit,
they don't wait.
Then they don't wait. They'll shove it to the side and they'll put another movie in the theater in its place. Mm-hmm. And so, opening weekend is the most crucial weekend. And if it does a good showing, then other theaters will pick it up. But the theaters where it had a good showing, they'll keep it for another week. Mm-hmm. And so it stays in theaters, so it has some longevity.
You mentioned God's Not Dead. That started on 700 screens. By the third weekend, it was on 2,000 screens. And that was all because of people supporting the movie and showing up.
Word of mouth.
If people want good movies that show good character development, have good storylines, you got to support these movies. I like a big roller coaster special effects movie too, but you walk up, well, I didn't care about anybody, but it was a fun movie to see. This is a movie you can identify with, and it'll change your life. It'll make you think, and it'll make you have conversations with other people.
Absolutely. And it's what we're talking about, the box office and them pulling movies fast. That's a big story this week, that they're pulling some major movies early from the theaters because they're not doing well, right? Did you see that story?
Yeah, it's and it's too bad. I mean, I haven't seen those movies. I've been a little preoccupied recently, but of course it leaves a little space for our movie to come in. So Absolutely. I'm hoping that people are going to choose this movie instead. Maybe look, we did an amazing thing last November with the election of Donald Trump, where the forgotten man and woman of this country realized that they had a voice and that their voice mattered. And that was a big lesson for them, because we have felt marginalized for a long time in the culture, and the culture is created in Hollywood. And so now, and then Donald Trump actually focused on the NFL, which was fascinating, because then the forgotten man and woman said, you know what, my voice, not only can I elect somebody who represents me, but I can have a say in how the NFL behaves because of my pocketbook, because of dollars. Because the NFL started hemorrhaging, and DirecTV had to refund people their NFL tickets and stuff because of the patriotism that was woke in this country, right? Well, now we have another opportunity to send a message to the people who create the culture that we want a Judeo-Christian culture. We want these values. We want family values. We want faith-friendly values, Christian-friendly values in our entertainment. And it's not that hard. It's an easy equation. go to the theater, buy the tickets, invite people to come with you, and make this movie send a message to Hollywood.
Well, prior to the 60s, Hollywood was a pretty conservative place. And there were no rating system back then. Every movie was basically a G-rated movie. The 60s changed things. And I'm not opposed to that. I go to those movies too. I see R-rated movies. I mean, I like a lot of different movies that come up, but a lot of movies that have been coming out over the last decade, a lot of people are saying, you know what, I don't want my kids to see this. I don't want my family to go to that. And they're looking for something else.
Right.
And Hollywood is getting the messages here because it's been a pretty bad year for them. Yeah. I think it's one of their worst summers in a long time.
This is a movie like Hollywood used to make.
Okay. Sam and Kevin Sorbo here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. Thank you, by the way, for hanging out with us, and we sure appreciate you guys being here. Sam, Kevin, this is your first directing.
I started directing back my Hercules years, but this is my first feature film. Yeah.
Okay. And then, Sam, you wrote it, and then you guys both star in it. And I've read that, heck, if you can stay married through a movie, you can pretty much stay married through anything. I mean, that had to have been tough. I mean, I don't like this line. How dare you not like this line? I mean, how was that like? Wow.
We're both very...
That happened a little bit.
Just a little. We're both actually very amenable. And, I mean, our marriage has survived Hollywood. I think that was really the true test of a marriage, right? So it's almost 20 years now.
Almost.
I think it's that. And I've hung out with Sam and Kevin. I mean, let's be honest. She probably could kick your ass if she wanted to without that much problem. I'm just guessing.
Pittsburgh and New York. Yeah, I'm a Midwest boy from Minnesota. Yeah. We're Minnesota. Nice.
How about writing the movie, Sam? Did it take a long time, or is this just something you whipped it out? Because I know you've written books and stuff.
I had the idea for the movie because I was disappointed in all the stuff that's coming out of Hollywood. So much of it is not acceptable to me. It's just it's not attractive to me, so I don't want to watch it. And I had this idea, and then I started thinking about it. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought this would make a great movie. So what I did, because you can't get anything done in Hollywood if you don't have somebody attached, I called the best Hollywood screenwriter that I know. And he's a very good screenwriter, Dan Gordon. He wrote The Hurricane with Denzel Washington and Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner. And I said, hey, Dan, I have an idea for a movie. Would you consider writing it with me? And, of course, he said no, because he's a really good Hollywood screenwriter. And but he said, let's have lunch. And I told him the idea over lunch, and he said, I'm in. I love that. That's a great idea. And then 2 weeks later, Sean Hannity calls this guy here and says, I want to do a movie with you, Kevin Sorbo, and I want to do a faith-based movie with you. And Kevin says, well, I think I have just the project. And we flew to New York and pitched Sean, and in half an hour, he was in. Now, producer means he got the money for you, right? That's kind of what that job is?
Financed the whole movie.
Wrote a check.
We were on location within 4 months shooting this movie, and it's here we are from the time she wrote it with Dan. By the time we got it funded to the time it was done to the time it's in theaters, it's been a little over a year and a half, and that's amazing because most movies work 3 to 5 years. So when he writes a check, was it like $500, $1,000? I mean, I'm kidding. That was a big check, I'm guessing.
He financed the whole thing. It's amazing.
And what people don't understand is why it's important, and as a director, that you could probably speak to this, Kevin, the reason why you want to have a lot of money to make a movie is because you want to be able to get it perfect, and it takes time and effort and money to make a movie perfect, right? Yeah, but we don't, Pirates of the Caribbean is like $250 million budget with another $150 million promoting it. We don't have that kind of budget. We were a $3 million movie. And for independent movies, that's in sort of middle range, anywhere from $500,000 to $5 million. And with that amount of money, you don't have the luxury to get the days you want to shoot it. So you actually really double your days. I mean, you got to get through days much quicker than you normally would. And but we had a great cast, we had a great crew, and it went very smoothly. We shot in Birmingham, Alabama, and I'm very happy with the way the movie turned out. Did you have to beat your kids like they would have done in the 50s? You will cry. No, they pretty much did it on their own. They were pretty amazing. I said Dan was the one. Dan Gordon, my co-writer, said, "Well, your kids have to be in it." Well, first he said that I had to be in it, and actually we thought about that for a little bit, and then I said, you know what? Yeah, the kids have to be in it, and I'm like, I don't want them like scrutinized, like people are going to criticize them and whatever. And he said, no, they really should be. This should be a family. Criticized just thinking we put them in just because they're our kids. No, they pulled it off. They did. Most kid actors suck. They pulled it off.
Yes. Well, we're the first ones ever to put family members in a movie in Hollywood.
Hey,
never done that before.
Yeah. Hey, Tammy writes this one, and this is a great question. Kevin, how hard was it to say, I hate God?
Well, it comes down to acting. There's no question about that. I am a Christian. And so to me, this movie and even God's Not Dead, even movies like that and What If, to me, they're learning, they're lessons, they're an educational, my point of view maybe of what I think the growth should be within that secular world. I mean, I have agnostic friends, I have atheist friends. We have great discussions, great debates. We don't part angry and hateful, but you meet so many people and you see it in the news all the time. This nativity scene's got to go. This cross, the 10 Commandments on the state capitol's got to go. It's unbelievable to me. If you don't believe in something, why are you so upset about it? You don't believe in it. Right. So let it go. There are a lot of things I don't believe in, so let it go.
I know I don't have a lot of time with you guys. You're busy, you got a lot of things going on. I just saw a story in the Hollywood Reporter about you, Sam. In Trump's shadows, Hollywood conservatives look to run for office. There's Kid Rock. I'm hoping it'll be Senate Majority Leader Kid Rock someday. Anthony Sabato Jr. and Sam Sorbo. What is this? You think about running for office?
Well, it's been proposed, but I got to tell you, I'm just busy promoting the film right now.
You can do both, can't you?
It's an honor to be nominated.
Yeah. So what are they? I mean, they're saying some perhaps governor of California, or maybe for Dianne Feinstein's seat. What are you thinking at all?
She's done such a great job the last 30 years. We want to keep her in there a little bit longer. The state's only been going downhill for 30 straight years, and only 1,908 businesses have left California since 2008. So you're doing a great job.
Okay, well, obviously you don't want to talk about that, but you were a talk show host, radio talk show host, a great one. We worked together. Do you miss the radio biz at all?
I do. I do 2 hours of a podcast a week just to keep my feet wet. But I do miss it. I like it. I like discussing the current events with people and having guests on and stuff. It was a great way to improve myself and learn, and it was a great way to share with people. And honestly, to get back to your question, people are looking for leaders. Mm-hmm. And when they find somebody who is staunch in her opinion, who does research and can back up her opinions with facts, then they tend to say, oh, you should run for office. So it's not the first time that it's been floated. It's probably won't be the last. But
wait a second, Sam Sorbo, lots of opinions. I'm not sure I understand from you. Opinions? What? You?
Well, that is the liberal killers: facts, statistics, and truth.
Well,
the answer was you're wrong.
All right, the movie looks great, and it's opening in how many theaters again?
Over 300. Yeah. And if you go to lettherebelightmovie.com, you can find all the information, theaters near you, group ticket sales, all the other information that you need. Look at the testimonials videos, see how people are affected by this movie, and go to the theater to be uplifted. And by the way, it tests better for women. It tests really well for women. It tests better for men because of the sort of the messaging that's going on in the movie and the storytelling. And so I will say to the ladies out there, if there is a guy in your life, your husband, your father, your son, who you would like to invite to the movies and have them thank you for it, this is that movie to do that. Sam, invite a friend.
You've always said that the toughest thing, I mean, we've done it through our culture where to invite somebody to come to your church, people feel uncomfortable and weird about that.
Right.
You don't feel about inviting people to a movie. And I've had secular and atheist people come up to me and agnostics saying, look, I don't agree with you, what you believe in. I don't believe there's a God, but I saw your movie because somebody said go see it. And there were some really interesting things there that made me think a little bit. And you know what? That's what I'm hoping this movie does. It's not to sit there and be preach only to the choir. To me, I want to reach across that aisle, so to speak, and say, come on, guys. I mean, at least give it a chance. If you don't believe in the Bible, fine. But what about the 10 Commandments? Not bad rules to live by. Thou shalt not kill. Stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what, Kev, you did a great job directing. Sam, you did a fantastic job writing. The acting is great. It's entertaining. It's heartwarming, heartbreaking. You always say that a great piece of content is something that runs the range of emotions, and this movie certainly does that, I think.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Did you cry? Did you cry?
No.
Please let everybody know. LetThereBeLightTheMovie.com.
LetThereBeLight. movie.com.
Guys, you're the best. I really appreciate you. Thanks for. Let's talk again soon, okay? Oh, and where can we find the podcast, Sam? Where's the podcast?
Oh, the podcast, Talk Radio USA.
Talk.com. All right, you got it. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
Go to my website. Go to samsorbo.com. It's all there.
It's all there. Okay. Thanks, guys. Okay. You're the best. Take care. Bye-bye. That's Kevin and Sam Sorbo, just awesome people, and I really appreciate you guys being here. And really, you should go see the movie. It is a good movie. I saw it. I enjoyed it. I think you will, too. And that's all I can say. That's all I can say. By the way, one thing I can say is if you've got earwax, which I do sometimes, it's awful. But if you couldn't hear that interview because the earwax was driving you crazy, go nuts. Well, Wax RX. Wax RX, my friend, is the solution. It's the same ear washer purchased by doctors and clinics. And it is an effective ear wash removal. And basically, it's got the same tools that your doctor has. And you just do it. You can clean your ears with a system at home, just the system just like doctors use. It's very simple. It's easy. And it's affordable, unlike going to the doctor. Just go to waxrx.com. Use the code word Rusty. Waxrx.com, code word Rusty. All right. Going to be a short show, but I am curious about your thoughts. And I do want to do some check-ins real quick. What do you think? Are you going to go see this movie? Does this look interesting to you? You know what? I should play a trailer. I couldn't do it while they were there. Let's see if I can pull it up in a second here and play the trailer of the movie because I think you'd like it. Let's see. Brenda says, good for them. John says, good evening from Rochester. Bill is in Ringgold, California. Can't wait for the movie. Oh, good. Hold on. Let there be light movie. .com. Pamela's very excited to see it. Nick says, when does it open? It opens on Friday in theaters. Here we go. In theaters on October 27th. Okay, here's view trailer. Let's watch the trailer together, shall we? Here we go. Here on the Rusty Humphries Rebellion. No full screen, sorry. And I'm not hearing it. Where's it?
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
You're drunk?
Oh, you can't pull the wool over your eyes.
The basic tenet of Christianity.
Whoa. Don't you dare tell me about the love and the compassion of your so-called God.
What do you think it does to the boys to take the death of their brother?
I did that. Sorry. I'm going to start it over. I'm trying to get full screen for you, and I can't do it. I apologize. One more time. Here we go. Sorry. The beginning was good. We'll do it again.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
You're drunk?
Oh, you can't pull the wool over your eyes.
The basic tenet of Christianity.
Whoa. Don't you dare tell me about the love and the compassion of your so-called God.
What do you think it does to the boys to take the death of their brother and use it as part of your carnival act?
Pays the bills.
Clinically dead in the ambulance for 4 minutes. It's a miracle.
I saw Davy. And all I wanted to do was I wanted to put my arms around him. I don't know what to do with it.
You've gotten the best scientific explanation. It hasn't brought you any comfort. Would you consider consulting a different source?
Doc, he is your God, and he's holding out his hand to you. All you got to do now is take it. Jesus gets whacked, right?
Well, I've never exactly heard it put that way, but yeah.
Follow me here. This ain't brain surgery.
Do you believe that God hears?
God always answers prayers. Sometimes we just don't understand the answers.
This better be good.
That's what I said.
I don't want to lose you.
So my first question is, are you guys ready for the amount of heat that'll be coming your way with this?
Who's that last guy that was talking? I didn't recognize him at all. All right, there you go. Let There Be Light, the movie, and it's in theaters on October 27th, which is 2 days, 22 hours. Oops, let me show it to you here. 2 days, 22 hours, 35 minutes, and 57 seconds. Now this one I can do in the full size. Oh, well. Let's see here. Jerry says, Kevin and Sam, greetings. Do you find work hard to come by in Hollywood being conservatives? John Wayne had it right in his 70s speech. If you disagree with a liberal, they will shout you down just because you don't agree with them. Yep. Anton is looking forward to it. Robert says, hi. Patricia says, love Hannity. Ivan is in Raymore, Missouri. Gary says, God bless y'all. Robert said, I saw you in God's Not Dead. Do you really don't believe in God? No, he believes in God. That's kind of the point of it, is that he's trying to bring faith-based messages to an audience that's kind of starved for them, that's looking for family entertainment. Oh, darn. I'm sorry, Rachel, I missed that one. You know, here's the deal. I'm sure that I will send them a quick message that you guys are sending messages to them. So go ahead, leave as many messages as you can right here on this page, and I will have them go and look these over. I don't know if they're going to comment, but they'll read them. They're good people. Do me a favor also. Would you please share this video? Share it, thumbs ups, hearts, lots of interaction, because we want to get this movie out. We want people to know about it. And so if you would please share right now, very important that you share right now, and let people know to go see this movie, Let There Be Light, starring and directed by Kevin Sorbo, also co-starring his wife Sam, who wrote it. And, we do need more movies like this. And this is how you can help. By sharing this, you can give them thousands of dollars of advertising. One of the things that I've done a few movies and things, and one of the things that they always talk about is why the budget for advertising so much. It's because they have found that it takes 7 times, on average of 7 times, for a movie viewer to have to see some kind of an advertisement or a trailer before they'll actually go to the movie. Now, Star Wars, something like that's different. But a movie like this, at least 7 times. So please help them out. They're good folks. Share this video. Let people know about it. And again, put there, and I will put it on the stream as well. And that is the website for the movie, Let There Be Light movie. Okay? That's where we're going today. I want to thank you very much. Short one today because I got a daughter's birthday party I want to take care of. And that's it. By the way, later on this week, I'm going to be in Romania. But I'll be here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. Share the video. Hearts, thumbs up, likes. Call the neighbors, wake the kids, let people know about it. Don't forget to find me on my podcast, The Rusty Humphries Rebellion, at iTunes, Stitcher, and other great places. Tonight's sponsor, waxrx.com. Clean your ears at home with a system like doctors use. Go to waxrx.com and tell them Rusty sent you. Share the video. Do it now. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you. See you tomorrow. May God bless you, and may God bless America. I'm Rusty Humphries, and this is the Rusty Humphries Rebellion.